What's up, everybody? Johnny Bo here, back with another video. We just did a 30-minute talk about the Game Awards over on N64 Josh's channel, but we're gonna talk more about it because there's a lot to go over, and we have different opinions. So let's get into this. What's up, Crawler?
Hey,
Welcome.
how's it going? Crawler coming at you.
And N64 Josh himself.
I have no catchphrase.
Yeah, you're always
because you're always the host, so you never have you don't have to think of anything. And then when I have to do this, I get all nervous. I'm like, how do I open this? I feel like they're staring at me.
We got to work on that. We got to get Johnny's followers and subscribers need to go listen to Josh's content and then come back and give.
Say.
Yeah. Josh needs a catchphrase.
I'll just be like, "What's up? Now you're playing with power."
There you go.
Or,
that's pretty
hey,
good.
your princess is in another castle.
That's good as well. That's good as well.
I'll just use my all my Twitch stuff. Yo, thanks for the follow, but your princess is in another castle.
But before you get into this, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Also, check out Josh's channel. I'll put it in the description down below. Join Discord, do all that fun stuff. We got a lot of things going on, so check them all out.
Check out.
Let's talk about.
Can I promote one thing real quick?
Yeah,
check out the press pause.
Check out my OnlyFans. That's what Crawler.
check out press pause on YouTube. It's kind of the old.
If you want to hear Halo hate?
No, sometimes I guess
hate on Halo.
Hate on Halo. Old NPC crew, Josh, myself, and Hate Zero, just kind of talking about anything and everything, but. We need our 100 followers so we can get our vanity URL. So go.
Yeah, I'll put that in the description as well. So check that out.
No, the link is too long. You won't have enough room in the description.
It's the whole 5,000 character limit or whatever.
Pretty much.
But let's talk about the Game Awards. And since I'm Nintendo centric, let's talk about Nintendo or lack thereof Nintendo this year. I mean, I don't know about anybody listening or you guys, I'm a little disappointed in Nintendo's showing or non-showing. Metroid won the action adventure game of the year. It was nominated for game of the year, and that was pretty much it. I mean, we saw 2 sizzle reels that were kind of in ad breaks that were offshoots that weren't promoted at all. I wanted something more. I wanted to feast on something.
They were promoted. Nintendo had to pay for those. How do you think?
Yeah, but it was like in the ad break.
Yeah, how do you think Keeley rents out the Microsoft's auditorium or whatever it's called?
Theater.
I saw an article. And it was like an ad blocker made the Game Awards 7 minutes long or something. I wouldn't even know what that would be, like the orchestra performance,
performance,
the 3 awards that
some of the awards that they phone in. Yeah.
With Nintendo, it's interesting because we just didn't see. We in years past we've had lots of things to kind of get excited about and have a little bit of they would at least tease something. It was always a tease or a DLC or a Smash character, and really there was nothing, and who knows, maybe we were supposed to get a DLC for Advance Wars that was supposed to be out now.
Oh my
god. now you're just going off into
I thought we were on your channel you said you wanted to tamper your expectations. And now you're just like, nah, DLC for Mario Golf too. Let's throw that in there.
Coming to Microsoft or coming to Nintendo Switch via Game Pass. Let's go.
Yep. There you go.
But honestly, we didn't talk about this already or before on Josh's channel, but Sonic got a new game announced, and it's like Breath of the Wild Sonic. But how it looked, because it's coming to other platforms and PC as well, I don't want to play those games on Switch. If they're not, if it's not like Monster Hunter is a different beast being on PC, as well as Switch, but it was developed for Switch, and then they were able to take those assets, and it's taken them a while because Rise still isn't even on PC yet, but Rise runs great. It was a game built for Switch. Sonic Colors was even a classic Sonic game, and that had struggled being on Switch. So what is this new Sonic game? Like, anything that's coming out on everything, I'm a sucker for
It might be a
the
cloud
Lego
version.
stuff. The Lego stuff, and I have Star Wars Lego pre-ordered on Switch. I'll probably end up buying it somewhere else and play it on my Xbox or PlayStation, because it'll run better. It's gonna load. It's gonna take forever to load. Like the Lego Movie 2 video game on Switch takes like 5 years to load into each new biome that you go to. Switch needs to have Switch things, and these third parties that are developing for everybody is off-putting for me as a person that wants to play stuff on my Switch.
Well, now that we're getting further, there's a further gap between next gen and the Switch with the power and the abilities. So it's going to be hard for these developers to make a game work on these next gen consoles and on Switch. I mean, we've seen that there's a lot of games that struggle. The cloud versions of games are coming, like Guardians of the Galaxy, but that is the worst way to play that game. And I don't recommend playing. I'm with you, Crawler. I used to want all these third party games on the Switch, but now I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'll play it on Xbox or PlayStation.
Where are you guys playing Cuphead?
I have it everywhere.
On Switch, yeah, I have it. Yeah, I have it everywhere.
I mean, I have it on Xbox. I think I don't know if it was given away on PlayStation. I don't think I have it there, but like I can play it on PC because of Game Pass. I purchased it when it came out on Xbox. I purchased it digitally. I'll probably buy it digital or physically when it comes out on Switch just to have, because I did that for Hades, even though I have it on Xbox with Game Pass. I bought it digitally with Switch, and I bought it physically on Switch because the physical stuff anymore. Like, I bought 2 games for PlayStation on Black Friday, and they were physical. And anymore, I don't want Xbox and PlayStation games physical because you have to install them anyway on your system. I'd rather just have the digital file and not have to get up and switch out the disc.
Yep.
But Switch, it's like I have a 400 gig card. I don't want to. Johnny, how many things do you have archived on your Switch?
Man, the majority of my games are archived. I think because I have like 300 plus games.
So you don't have that ability just to be like, I want to play this old game, and you have to download it or clear space or do whatever. And even with all that space and the physical games that I have, there's enough that's digital or DLC or updates. And I had to archive some stuff last week when Pokemon couldn't update. Just the launch update couldn't update because I needed to clear space.
Quick tangent. I did find out. I need to mention this on NPC as well. Your Switch can hold a total of 11,000 photos and videos. That's it.
Did you have to go in and start clearing stuff out?
Well, no, if you have an OLED, you can double that, right? You have double internal storage.
I don't think so. I don't.
Oh, really?
Think so. I don't know. Okay,
you shouldn't have that much saved anyway. Go in and
figure
out.
It's not me. It's not me.
Wife?
It's my daughter.
Or your daughter.
My daughter is
what
like,
is she taking pictures of?
Everything.
Everything in Animal Crossing.
Everything in Animal Crossing. She has a character named Boomer who tells the funniest stories. I don't even know.
Does she screenshot every speech bubble?
I think so. And then sometimes she's like, sometimes I just don't even realize I'm touching the thing, and I take a screenshot. Like she's like she's like my little Boomer. So, yeah. So it's 11,000. If you're wondering, there is a max, and you can't just like change out the SD card. It's like no, because she has room on her SD card and her internal memory. They want to save those internal, but they're like, you can't go beyond 11,000. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably have to buy Google Photo anyway to upload her SD card, take it all off her Switch. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, could you imagine going through 11,000 photos? No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah. But tangent diverted.
Yep.
We were talking about Game Awards. I mean, we didn't see anything. We talked about this on Josh's channel, so you can listen there as well. But like, the fact that we had Breath of the Wild DLC out now 1 year. The next year we had Joker coming first in how long was that out from that was on launch night for Smash that we got the first DLC character announced, and then however many months later we got him. But like those are some big announcements, and we've had. Do we have any other Smash characters?
I think Sephiroth was shown.
So I mean, we don't have Smash. That was kind of the big telling thing. Smash is the roster's complete. No more updates besides bug squashing, and
except for Waluigi when they're going to announce that in the next Nintendo Direct. But I also think I think Josh, you mentioned this on your video, but you know Jeff and Reggie had such a close relationship.
Still do.
That I think, yeah, they still do, and now Reggie's no longer at Nintendo, so you know I think that probably severed some ties, and I don't think Doug Bowser and Jeff Keighley are you know buddy. So
I don't think there's anything wrong there. Like I don't think I just think Nintendo is like I'm afraid that they're getting to that. I've talked about it before where they this is an old Disney cartoon, but it's about Casey, the baseball player, the mighty Casey, right? You guys can look it up if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But
I'm sure it's on Disney Plus.
He goes up to bat and he just takes 2 strikes because he's like so confident, and then he misses the third. He strikes out, and I don't know that I mean, Nintendo's dominating everything right now, but like we talk about, we want them to keep the foot on the gas, like keep it going. But right now,
I like foot on the neck better. That's like more.
That's a little more like
brutal and
a little more M-rated, a little more Nintendo,
a little more Nintendo style. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, right now, what do we even think Nintendo would have announced yesterday? What do we think? Like we kind of speculated like maybe some Splatoon weapons, but Splatoon's kind of niche, right? It's not like topping the charts.
It's not niche. It is. It sold 12 million copies. That's not niche.
I don't disagree with you, but as far as like Breath of the Wild is probably like what is it, double that, right? So like Zelda holds
also
more weight.
in the whole grand scope of gaming
gaming IP. Well, gaming IP from Nintendo, it's still rather young. I mean, it's newer IP.
Yeah, and Zelda's more recognizable than Splatoon.
Now, could Nintendo have put together some kind of tribute to Zelda for the 35th anniversary? Sure.
Or Metroid, because it was nominated for stuff like
that would have been
put out that 2D the Metroid 2D All Stars, like some kind of collection that like what we had talked about. Something.
Honestly, it would have. Okay, so speaking of, I mean, you're onto something. The best thing that they could have done yesterday is said NES Remix is coming to the Switch, Nintendo Switch Online. NES Remix 1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. 1 and 2.
Coming to Nintendo
plus
Switch
SNES
Online.
Remix, you know, throw that in there as well. That we never got that.
And then do some like it with exclusive Zelda and Metroid levels to celebrate, you know, the 30th anniversary of those. Like that would have been something that would been like, oh, cool. This is like, it's historical Nintendo. It's also promoting their Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah. I would have been stoked. Like if I know that my $80 a year is going to start like having some like full on like really good games with leaderboards,
even more
and
stuff, into that, like lean more into Nintendo Switch Online, like Game Boy Advance stuff coming, or more.
Or just tell us that Banjo's coming in a month.
Yeah.
Like they did in a random tweet today.
Or like say, give us information about the fact that Animal Crossing DLC is included with that package. More stuff is yet to come. Like that would get more people on board if they knew that if they've been gun shy about pulling the trigger because Animal Crossing isn't their thing, or they'd rather own it outright, or give them that month to month or quarterly bonus. Like you get every month with PlayStation Plus, and games with Gold kind of falls a little more flat now that Game Pass is kind of the focus. But you still get 4 games free every month from Xbox, 3 or so games I think from PlayStation, and Nintendo is at least throwing something in that we think is maybe going to be in the future, like find a way. The DLC for Hyrule Warriors wasn't that great. Include it. Do something to incentivize people to spend that money, like you were talking about.
And I remember they acknowledged the criticisms of, I guess, the price increase and what they want to improve the offering, and then now we're seeing, this is 2 months in a row now, where you're gonna get one N64 game a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be
announced in a tweet.
Yeah, announced in a tweet without a date.
Without a date.
They just said January.
Well, and unfortunately, it's kind of saying, hey, if you are just a regular Nintendo Switch Online member, there may not be more games.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Like, we don't know that, but I mean, that's what, like,
it's been a while.
And they've never, I don't know that it's usually 2 weeks ahead of time, not a month. So, I mean, maybe we still see some, but again, they're going to have to fork out cash for licensing deals to get some of those really good games. Like, you know, there's speculation about GoldenEye. I mean, that is a staple title.
That would have been a huge Game Awards announcement if they would have just shown.
And it would have sold Nintendo Switch Online subscriptions.
Yeah. And Switches. Could you imagine how many people watch? Like, there's, I don't know, millions of people were watching the Game Awards in some way or form. Like, if they don't have a Switch and they're huge N64 and GoldenEye fans, like, that could sell Switches.
Yep. And not to mention, it would probably be some kind of partnership with Microsoft that the game would still come out on Game Pass or something like that. But, like, again, stronger together. That was their whole thing, right? That's what they said. And don't get me wrong. I mean, Nintendo's tweeting about Cuphead and there's still definitely things crossing over, but that has slowed. And I don't want to see it slow. Like, I want to see them, like, what else? How else can they collab? Like, yeah, we saw Banjo in Smash. Yeah, we saw Steve in Smash, right? But keep it going.
They could have announced color variations for the 64 controller.
Don't even, my wallet, like, literally is like trying to hide right now when you say
that's an easy thing that they could have announced, that they have the patents, they're done, that's locked up. Like, that's a pigment in the plastic. I mean, how hard that can't, and they've already done it in the past. I mean,
and do Joy-Cons the same way.
Yeah. The fact that we don't have translucent Joy-Cons and you have to buy a third party, like something that you potentially are going to break your Joy-Con doing. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 sets of Joy-Cons. I don't play handheld that much, but I like the colors. They're pretty. They sit there. Like, give us Joy-Con. Yeah. I'll buy them.
You're telling me we saw 6 Warhammer trailers yesterday and we couldn't get one Nintendo trailer?
Yeah, Nintendo has they still have a vast library of games that they could dig into. We could have seen a Wind Waker and a Twilight Princess to close out Zelda. Metroid Prime trilogy still could have been a thing, just as an extra nod to Metroid. I mean, literally, it's your game of the year. Oh, by the way, here's a quick teaser that's coming 2022.
And you can steal headlines that way. If you have a big enough thing happen anywhere at the Game Award, like they dominate whenever they have a direct, they dominate the news cycle for the week before. If we're lucky enough to know about it that much in advance, usually it's only a day or two we know about it in advance
anymore.
But then continuing on with anything that does happen. But if they fall flat, then I mean that's also newsworthy, which is kind of the whole experience. I think last night was kind of just a letdown from the previous year, because we saw a new console, we saw a bunch of stuff, some of it this year in gaming kind of has been hit or miss with stuff getting delayed, but like that was a big kind of opening moment to the Game Awards last year, was seeing what the Microsoft Series X was going to look like, and now it was just kind of not much. It was trailers. It was Halo trailer. It was Sonic trailer. It was movie and show stuff. That was kind of the a Matrix event, like the gaming.
That's where
Unreal
the lines
Engine
are starting
5.
to get crossed. Yeah. Is the Unreal Engine is it's being used a lot, I believe, even like with Mandalorian and that kind of stuff. The whole volume, I think, works somewhat with Unreal. I could be mistaken.
Epic is in the credits every Mandalorian episode. That technology is used.
That's how they got Boba Fett in Fortnite.
Coming Christmas. I mean, it's coming.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, we're talking about Metroid Dread winning Action Game of the Year because we're Nintendo fans, but nobody else is talking about that. The only award that people are talking about is Game of the Year, and now It Takes Two won, which is, I haven't played that game, but I've heard great things, and I'm happy for that guy because I think he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
And it's really cool to see an indie. I think they're indie, right?
Yep.
But that is published by EA. It's nice to see a smaller developer win Game of the Year.
Right.
It wasn't Naughty Dog. It wasn't Nintendo. It wasn't
2 years in a row.
Naughty Dog won it last year. Last of Us won it last year.
Did Hades not win? I thought Hades won.
No, Last of Us 2 won it. Didn't you hear them say for Neil Druckmann?
I didn't pay that much attention. Honestly, I was just there to see some stuff occasionally. I think I was playing Halo.
Celeste won Game of the Year the year before.
Okay.
Oh, that
was the indie title that won the year before.
But Hades was kind of it cleaned up a lot of stuff last year. It didn't win Game of the Year, but it cleaned up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what this next year will bring? I mean, this next year coming up is going to be huge, just in general, not just for Nintendo.
That is why Nintendo needs to step on the gas, because PlayStation is coming out swinging.
Finally releasing things. God of War, Horizon,
Elden Ring's on both consoles.
Elden Ring, Gran Turismo, I think, is coming out next year.
Yep.
Starfield
at the end of the year on Xbox.
Whatever Microsoft has. I don't know if Avowed is coming out. Probably not. But Fable. There's a bunch of games.
Hellblade's coming out next year.
Oh yeah, they showed Hellblade 2. So next year, I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 supposedly will come back or come out next year. Arceus is probably gonna be. I mean, hopefully, unless they completely botch it, but it looks really good.
It does. Well, yeah, it may not. It's going to get the sales no matter what because of the Pokemon brand. Yeah. Whether it gets nominated for many awards, that's to be announced, but to be determined. But
next year is going to be huge. So they can't. Yeah, like you said, they can't let up now.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, that's all I've really had. I don't know if you guys have any closing thoughts.
Good. We went double as long as you wanted to.
Yeah, so. Yeah. This is like a full episode of NPC. If you guys aren't listening to the Nintendo Powercast, you definitely should. It's on all your podcast listening devices. It's also the video version's over on Josh's channel, which I'll put the link in the description.
And videos on what else, Josh? Isn't it
Spotify?
On Spotify?
Yeah.
Okay, videos on Spotify.
I don't know how to find it, but it's there.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah,
it's in their server somewhere.
Check out the Halo Infinite podcast. We're all three on that with Mule. Smash Bros. Cast. We got a lot of stuff. Check out our Twitch channels. Actually watch me stream for once. It'll feel good. If you guys got this far, you're the real ones. So I'm going to keep it real with you. Come watch my Twitch channel.
Turn on the bell so you know when Johnny's going.
Ring the bell. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Check out Twitch. Check out TikTok. We got content everywhere. Thanks for watching. Talk to you all next time.